Hi guys, Darth Deuces here, another Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch action figure review, and today we're going to take a look at the exclusive Imperial AT-ACT driver figure. In the United States, this is exclusive to Target, I think. I could be wrong on that. I think it's the Target exclusive though. I never thought I was going to see this figure up here in Canada, so I wasn't expecting to get this figure. But I was at Toys R Us yesterday and they actually had a full peg of these figures. So I guess if you're in Canada and you're looking to pick this guy up, check out your Toys R Us's. They seem to be stocking them, or at least some Toys R Us's are, I guess. But that's pretty cool. I'm a sucker for Imperial Troopers, so I was going to pass on it, but then I decided just to pick it up. Because he does look pretty cool. It's Imperial Trooper, and pretty much all the Rogue One Imperial Troopers have been really solid figures. Then just take a look at them in the packaging real quick. So you got the standard black and red packaging here. Cool image of the pilot or the driver right there. You know, no number because he's an exclusive. A larger image of the driver. And you got a really brief bio which says the Empire's combat drivers are trained to handle everything in the Imperial ground arsenal, from heavily armed AT-ATs to the more utilitarian AT-ACT walkers. So pretty cool. I mean, we barely see these guys in the movie, but that doesn't stop people like me and other people from Army building their Imperials. So it's always good to get a new Imperial. So I'm going to get them opened up out of the packaging. I'll take a close look at the figure inside. Alright guys, now I have the figure out of the packaging, and it's a pretty cool figure. It's definitely a really solid figure, but really, there's not really much to talk about because there's not anything new to this figure aside from the paint job. The entire body from the neck down is taken from the tank driver, the hover tank driver, and the helmet is taken from the Scarif Troopers. So it's basically just a head swap with a repaint. That being said, it is how they looked in the movie. And he has some pretty cool paint apps to make him stand out a bit more from the other troopers. But yeah, there's not too much else new going on here. We'll take a closer look at him. So you have the Scarif Trooper helmet going on here. And it looks really good all throughout the figure. The armor is painted in a white, but all throughout the figure you have a nice like dirt wash applied for some weathering, which is really cool. I'm liking that Hasbro is starting to implement some weathering again. But it's pretty cool. You got the black paint apps. I would watch out when you're looking through the figures. Make sure you get one with good paint on the visor. There was one there I saw. The paint on the visor was insanely sloppy. It wasn't even funny. All the other ones were pretty good, so just watch out for that. That looks really good. Got the black paint apps and really nice sculpting detail on the mouthpiece there. Black paint apps right on the bottom of these little things right here, and little vents sculpted look really good. A really nice little red Imperial logo here, which looks pretty good. I like that. And you go on the back here, he's got this big red stripe, which looks really cool. And this little black paint apps in gray there, it looks cool as well. So pretty cool paint apps on the helmet. On the back here, you got more black paint apps. You got that wash. It's hard to see on my shitty camera here, but he does have a pretty good dirt wash. You got the gray here, a little bit of sloppiness on the black paint, unfortunately, on the lines. But the gray looks nice. It's on here too. This one's much cleaner. On the front here, they actually painted the buckles black on the straps here, which is pretty cool. You got the gray stripe. You can see the weathering a bit more better on the chest plate here. It's also got the red little emblem right there, which is cool. And you got the midsection with some nice paint and sculpt detail. Pants are sculpted nicely to look like actual pants with the ruffling and whatnot. Looks good. Not much to talk about though. And the boots again look good. You got some nice sculpted detail. You got the paint wash, which looks nice. And the different painted feet on the bottom of the boots there, which is pretty cool. But overall, there's really not much more to say. There's nothing really new coming with this figure, like I said, aside from the paint apps. But it does still look really cool. Now he doesn't have an AT-ACT drive-in or sit-in, which is unfortunate, but I doubt we're getting a 6-inch AT-ACT anytime soon. But I mean, aesthetically though, he does still look really good. He does have enough going for him. He stands out in the Imperials. In terms of articulation, he's really good. He has a ball joint in the head with a hinge at the neck, so you move down a lot and do all you want. Ball hinges at the shoulders, which move really nicely. They can move inwards to the torso a bit because they're a little more extended. The shoulder pads are also made of a more pliable rubber, so they can go over the shoulder a bit and allow for more articulation. Ball hinges at the elbows move really nicely. They go to a full 90 degrees because of this little cut here in the armor, which is nice. ball hinges at the wrist. This wrist has the up and down like this, which I really like, and this one has the in and out like that, so that works really good. He also has a ball joint at the torso, ball hinges at the hips, which are slightly loose, but they're not too bad. Swivel cuts at the thighs, double hinges in the knees, and hinges at the ankles with rockers. So pretty good articulation. You're going to get all the articulation, all the poses I think you're going to want to get out of this guy, which is really cool. In terms of accessories, he comes with one accessory, which is his blaster. The blaster rifle, which is the same sculpt as all the Rogue One E11s. It's that new sculpt with the little flashlight on the side if it wants to friggin'. Come on. There we go. So they did go the extra mile though, and they painted that little silver paint app, which is really cool. But it has like that sculpted, it's hard to see, but it has that sculpted flashlight right there. I think that's a flashlight. And that new little bit of extra sculpted detail, so that's cool. That's all he comes with though, but he does hold it well. You can hold it with one hand or two hands. The right hand is obviously better suited to hold because it has the trigger finger, so that's really cool. And he comes with that, nothing else. Not really much else he could come with, honestly. So yeah, before we end off here, I'll just do a couple of really quick comparisons. So here he is with the hover tank driver, which he shares pretty much every part aside from the helmet. And then here is the Scarif Stormtrooper squad leader. So yeah, that's him with all three of them. So that looks pretty cool. Now he fits in really nicely. He still has enough uniqueness to stand out. But I can also understand why people might not want to get him. He's not bringing much new to the table. I think this is really a figure that is meant for the Imperial collectors. It's definitely not a vital part of a collection. I think if you're collecting more of the vital characters, you're not really super focused on getting every trooper from the Imperials. This is a figure you can easily pass on and not worry about getting. But if you're an Imperial collector like me, and I know many other people are, you really like the Imperial troopers, whatever, and you're one of those collectors, you're definitely gonna want to pick this guy up. He is pretty cool, and he does add a little bit extra different to your Imperial collection. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, may the Force be with you.